Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Hello, Bedwetters, and welcome back to the We Mean Well podcast, hosted by Louisa Dal-Din and Jack Archdale. Strap yourselves in for what will be a truly insightful and life-changing experience.
Hi guys, it's just Lulu again. We've got a second part with Hamish because Jarch is sick. Some people can't handle Vegas, motherfucker. We think he's got a chest infection, but that'll happen if you go to Vegas and then go straight into a wedding. He always gives me shit when I'm sick, so fuck you, Jarch. Now I love you. Hope you get better. Fingers crossed you're on the mend. But so this is part 2 with Hamish, and then it'll be a shorter Patreon just with Lulu. Mwah, mwah. Hey, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this because, well, I think I can talk about it, but that group thing you guys do away on holiday that Whip is part of and Tom Ivy, is that like a you can't speak about it?
What are we, Grub Club?
You know the one where you wear the little jackets?
Yeah, Grub Club.
Oh, you can talk about Grub Club? I thought it was like Fight Club, like you can't talk about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I'm also part of so many
Clubs.
groups. Like we've got a bike one, we've got a golf one. I just didn't know which group.
Which club?
There's like a few good men.
Grub Club.
There's Grub Club, there's a few good men, there's there's golf trips, there's slices of heaven. There's
You must have a lot of friends.
Yeah, and look, the Venn diagrams overlap, but I think it's because I've learned again, and this is like a trick for, down the track for, well, let's be honest, like guys that are trying to get away on fun little jaunts.
Yeah.
Branding it helps so much.
Yes.
So when you
You're
go,
like, well, I have to, it's the Grub Club.
hey, there's a bit of chat going around about maybe we go to Iceland for some biking. So I was like, what? And we're like, it's for slices. Though.
You've got 24
it's for slices of
groups.
heaven. And so you're like, oh, okay. It's like, we always do it. And so now again, it's like, but it's for the golf trip. This would be the only one of the year.
That's how you get away with it.
And it's Grub Club. Whipper wants to do this thing in
So Grub Club's the one with
Darwin.
the little vested
Grub
jackets.
Club, I made those jackets like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I remember because when I used to produce Fitzy and Whipper, I remember Whipper just loving it. He couldn't wait for Grub Club.
Yeah, Grub Club. Basically, Grub Club was just me, Whipper, Ryan Shelton, and Tom Ivy, like Tommy from the Fitzy and Whipper show. Just going to fancy restaurants. And that's it. That's the mission statement.
So there's no hobbies included in that one? That one's just eating?
It's really just go out for dinner in the jackets.
Yeah.
And you always look like wankers because you're like, who are these guys?
Yeah, you rock up.
We look like a travelling rugby team or like the Prime Minister's 11.
But you're just there to eat.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's not more complicated than that. But there are food groups are not uncommon.
No.
Talking to a mate the other day, it's in a chili club. They have jackets too. There's
Like
20 of them.
Chili?
Yeah, they like eating hot food.
Oh, I like hot food. Maybe they could invite me one time.
Yeah, and I bet I think, I haven't seen the jackets, but however many events you go to, you sew another little chili. Like you get like
Chili.
a little, so it's like you're building up like, your credit score along your breast, or the breast pocket. Like you get 25 chilies and shows how many outings you've been
I feel like girls, it's more like, let's go away for like an Aperol weekend and a long lunch. Yeah, I'd like to
I don't
get
think,
a breasted jacket and do something.
my policy is you just can't have too many props. Like
yeah,
we go hard on props. The golf trip goes really hard on.
So how many groups have you got going on here?
There's quite a lot.
So you're going away once a month, but you're like, well, I have to.
I have to, honey. Sorry, it's the Mountaineers Club.
But you also take your kids away.
And then I've got that. I've got trips with them.
You do a lot of biking?
I don't have time to do
camping?
any work. This is why I'm so surprised I came in. I don't know if I could take over, Jarch, to be honest. Like
no time. Too many groups.
Too many holidays.
Too many groups. What happened to? Remember you were going to set me up with that cyclist bloke?
Which cyclist?
Remember this was a few years back. He was coming over from America.
Oh, with my mate Vaughan.
Yeah, Vaughan.
Still single.
Well, sorry, Vaughan. You missed your chance, lad. Lad. Yeah, I remember that. We sent voice memos.
Did he get back to you? Because he's a real gentleman. Like, I'd be surprised if he didn't.
I think we sent a couple of voice memos.
Yeah, he's
the
a
timing
catch.
didn't work out.
He is a big catch.
Oh, well, Lockie, you got competition.
Mate, with Vaughan nipping at your heels. Vaughan, he does love to come to Australia.
Oh shit!
Over summertime.
Does he wear the boots? Or he's in the cycle group. He's not in the Grub Club.
And golf as well.
Okay.
Like if he's in the hemisphere, he'll come.
Oh, so Vaughan, he's a big hobbies guy.
Yeah. He's a good addition to any. He's a good addition to any team. Huge calves.
Yeah,
I know this
remember
isn't
that.
relevant, but unbelievable hands and calves.
Calves. Well, that's a cyclist thing. Because my family was big cyclists. Franco, my dad, had great calves. Not that I'm into my father. I'm just saying.
You can't help but notice, though, can
He
you?
had great calves.
Can't help but notice. Yeah, I mean, I think, not that we're playing this game, but I think my mum's still for ages extremely great, Nick. A lot of Pilates, very flexible.
There you go. You're allowed
Pretty good
to.
calves, I guess.
Good calves. Our
Now that
parents
we
got
think
good calves. We're allowed to say it. There's nothing wrong with
about it.
it.
You're allowed to appreciate a parent's calves. Dad, not as impressive. Real trunks. Dad.
Tree trunk legs.
Dad, man. I mean, because Dad
Runs in the family. How are your calves?
hanging in. Look, I mean, my ankle is narrower than my knee.
Oh.
And I don't
Can you lift
feel
your
I can
your pants
say
up
that.
a little
I don't
bit?
feel like I can say that about my dad. I think it kind of, there is actually no undulation in width from the hip to the ankle.
You look like you've got cyclist calves. With slow reveal.
Oh, I can't get the pants over.
Yeah, you got cyclist. Oh my God, you've
And I'm
got
not even
cyclist
flexing.
calves. Holy shit.
Imagine if I flexed.
Look at that muscle.
I can't even.
That would also be from golfing as well.
God,
You're sort of squatting a bit. We're not
How's your
squatting.
golf going, by the way? I have had no chat about this. About a year ago, Lou was like, I'm doing golf. Like, we're going to have a podcast, playoff, and invitational.
Well, I've got too many clubs now. I've got the grub club.
Mate, I was like, I can't believe I'm saying this to you. You can't give up on this.
No.
You got to capture those
Trust
whims.
me.
You got to turn those whims into hobbies.
It's my New Year's resolution, golf and
For
tennis.
this year?
Yes,
Yeah,
just
okay.
let me ease into the year.
Golf and tennis.
Yeah.
Are you a tennis player?
I'm terrible hand-eye coordination.
Start with pickleball. Zoe, my wife's
Pickleball?
heavy into pickleball.
Isn't that really almost like what's that one in a room? Racketeering?
So that's paddle. Paddle is a bit more hard. I mean, for the people that know this stuff, the pickleball, and I say this with great respect to my wife's athletic pursuits, it's kind of table tennis, standing up table tennis.
But it's over a net.
It's over a net, but anyone can play it. Like you can't.
I'm not that coordinated.
That's true. I mean,
Shit.
I guess not anyone can play it, but you can kind of get the ball back and forth. And it's a plastic ball, so it can't travel that fast.
So it's like volleyball with little paddles.
I'm going to stick with my original analogy and say it is table tennis.
Okay. I've just taken what you said, completely changed the game.
Yeah. I mean, it has elements of volleyball in terms of there's a ball involved, then it trades sides and there's a net.
Yep.
But the net is lower, the ball is smaller. You have paddles. And it's actually a bit like table tennis.
Oh, fuck. So it's like table tennis with paddles. Okay. Look, I'm going back to golf.
But start with pickle. I'm saying start with pickleball,
pickleball.
and you kind of get in the rhythm, and then you can progress up to full
Pickleball
tennis.
and golf.
Great.
And then I will do a hike this year.
Mate, God,
So there's 3 things already.
do you need gear? I mean, I'm set for this.
I'm going to turn up to your house. I'm coming
If you're
to
a
get
US men's 12, you are sorted for shoes.
Randomly I am.
I've got like 9 pairs of golf shoes. You are set.
Done. So I'll come for a bath.
Yep.
I'll come grab the Antarctica shoes.
I'm just playing 18 with Lou Honey. We're going to quickly duck home for a bath. Again, content, long story. And then we're heading out to the climbing gym.
Yeah. Oh, you strike me as a rock climbing kind of guy.
No, not interested.
Out of fuck.
Even
Okay,
though
we found one thing you don't
cool,
like.
It sounded cool saying climbing gym.
Yeah.
But
you strike me as not just rock climbing, like as in you're on a cliff climbing.
Terrified of heights. That's actually why we would like this idea to go and climb the mountain in
Yeah.
Antarctica was an interesting one.
Very.
Because that was a bit of a face. It was a real face your fears kind of thing. And that's why as it like petered out with organisation, there was a part of me going, it's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe I don't have to face my fears.
So you wouldn't go on a
Bad with
rock
heights.
climbing, what do they call it at theme park? Like a giant drop kind of vibe.
I mean, I've done a lot of that stuff before, but I've never enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But and there's also tricky thing about me getting into rock climbing would be, I do have the harness,
You get that
but
from
I
Etsy.
needed that for other mountaineering stuff.
Yeah. Just in case you got to clip yourself to
You
like
do.
the.
Yeah, you got to rope in
Yeah.
for some of the for the bigger climbs.
Yeah.
But you're not rock climbing.
No,
it's
you're
more
just
just if
getting
you
higher.
fall, you're secured.
Yeah.
But
It's dangerous.
so I like carabiners,
Yeah.
love the gear,
But
but I'm 40. I mean, shoulders wise, 44 would be a huge age to take up hanging from one arm. Like considering I've put my shoulder out so many times, like just throwing small children, my own, in the pool.
you just go to public pool. You're like, right, who's next?
Right.
You're in.
Sorry, guys, I'm actually feeling a bit insecure today, so I'm going to be throwing some kids around to make me feel like a tough guy. But I've I put my shoulder out really badly trying to kill a fly once. I sprained a rib and put my shoulder out, but with like a huge Hail Mary tea towel squat. So, I mean, the signs are there, just like don't do rock climbing. Like
It's always the small things that you get a real injury from. Like sometimes you'll turn your neck the wrong way.
In your 40s, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm even in my 30s and sometimes I'll be like, oh, strain my neck there.
Doesn't get better.
Yeah, great.
Doesn't get better.
It's
You
really
wake up in the
good to
morning
know.
and just go, I had a wonderful sleep. So why am I in so much pain from that just what essentially was a good night's sleep.
Golf can do that as well. You
Mate,
could
I
swing.
put my shoulder out terribly.
Yeah.
Because I promised Andy, because he loves golf, and I was like, all right, I'd poo-pooed it for 40 years, and I was like, when I turn 40, I'll take it up so we can play together. That'll be the next 40 years. That can be fun. It's like
It is like when you're retired, all you're going to do is golf.
early retirement.
Or you'll be in Antarctica as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I'm
you'll probably be rock climbing by that
I
point.
think when I retire, I might get a job because I've spent this interim decades
Just hobbies.
trying all the retirement hobbies. So I go, Andy, let's do it. And he's like, okay, great. Well, he's like, go to TaylorMade, you get a hookup and you go to the lab and they have like a golf simulator and you wear the outfit with ping pong balls and stuff on it, like a full motion capture.
Like Gollum.
Yeah.
You're like
yes.
that. Wow.
So you can do a few scenes of that. And then
precious.
once you've done that and you've been, Godzilla and you've finished taking over the city, they're like, okay, mate, well, it is only an hour booking. So maybe with our last 10 minutes, we'll do a bit of golf. and so they get you there and they assume that you know what you're doing. Like they assume that you can play, at least have a basic understanding of golf. And
So you've just got one hand swinging it around.
and so they give you the club and they're like, all right, well, and you can see your body on the screen, like with all the motion points and like your spine and like it's kind of like pretty futuristic. You can see it moving around and the club has sensors on it too. So the whole idea is they're going to capture your swing and like fit the clubs perfectly to how your body moves. But of course, it's like white line fever. Like you see that and you look at the simulator and it's just like 500 meters of fresh grass in front of you virtually. And so you're like, I'm going to smash this so hard. I'm going to beat the shit out of this. And I wound up with no ability like to do this golf swing and I tore my rotator cuff. Like I tore my shoulder because I hit it so hard. I tried to hit it so hard. The ball just kind of dribbled to the screen, but I hit the ground so hard. And so I still have that somewhere, or they would still have it on file.
Oh, you got to get that.
Which I know, which you could always have just taken straight to the physio.
Yeah.
Go, you can see here.
He's twisted.
You see the angle his shoulder comes down into the ground.
But you've got to
That's not what you hear.
fast forward it for an hour of you going, my precious, on the floor doing Gollum. They're like,
With me just
hey,
doing rope fighting.
Yeah. Got the club as like a dun, dun, da, da, dun, dancing stick.
Doing full chorus line. Lots of Lord of the Rings sword club stuff.
What's the ones in Star Wars? The
Lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know the other day for the first time, I thought it was a golf stimulator.
You can get those, but it's that you meant to use them in
Simulator.
private. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the other end of the club's for.
Yeah. So stimulator's like a sex toy.
That would be a golf stimulator, yeah. And look, I'm sure now when you think about it, there's unlimited uses for the balls, for the handle.
You could.
Like, I mean, the whole thing's a golf stimulator.
You know how I found out? I was saying it in front of like
Did you read it and see that there's no tea in it?
Nah,
Which
should
is
have
always
done
a
that.
pretty good clue.
But I was, when you're in a group of, I think it must have been a work thing, and it was like quite a lot of blokes, and they were talking about golf, and I was like, yeah, the golf stimulators. I've never used.
That's huge.
I said it a few times, and then someone was like, it's stimulator, and I was like, yeah, the golf stimulators. And they were like, simulator. I was like, oh.
But it seems to
I've really
stimulate
fucked
everyone so much.
Yeah. Yes, I really fucked that up big time.
Yeah, no, it can be stimulating, but it's also simulating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So that was-
but this is the thing. You're new to the sport. You got to make these mistakes.
You live and you
You
learn.
live and you learn. Have you played a round of 18?
Yeah.
Right.
But I just haven't for a while.
Yeah.
I've
And
got
also, here's the other thing. Like, I'm shit at golf, and I tried to start when I was 40, and then I had to take a year off because of the shoulder, and then so now I've only been doing it for years. There's a lot of hoo-ha around golf, and there's a lot of like
It's frustrating as well.
so frustrating. And that's the whole point of the sport. You realize like, like you go to the driving range and hear all these people that are like probably like doctors and like, pilots and graphic designers, like accomplished people who are probably used to being really good in their field.
And this shit.
And they're just staring at this ball. They're so angry at themselves because this ball will not move as desired.
Yeah.
And it's like the only part of their life. I think that it's kind of like a BDSM thing. It's like we come here just to be like dominated by this thing that we can't do. And like
You can play a good game and
four
then
humans
shit.
in the history of humans have really probably mastered it.
Who's that? Tiger Woods?
Well, I guess like the greats. And
Yeah.
then everyone else that tries it like never gets there. So that is kind of the point of golf. But I also think you got to start out early too. Like you got to start out small. Like 18 holes is a lot.
Yeah, no, I would usually a 9.
5.
I remember one time being stuck in the bunker and I was like, everyone was so many people around just happened to be watching. And I was
That's the worst.
this is going to be so embarrassing. Absolutely fluked it.
Awesome.
Like landed so close to the hole and everyone was going, and I was like, thanks God.
That's what keeps you coming back.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's the thrill. It's the rush.
Yeah.
It's that adrenaline.
It's kind of the same. It's literally
It's like a treat them and keep them keen relationship.
if golf didn't exist and pokies did, and someone was like, all right, build a sport based off, like here's a room full of people playing pokies. I want you to design a sport based off this.
Yes.
That's random rewards.
Yes.
Like distributed when you least expect it.
Yes.
With the potential of a huge yet very improbable jackpot. That I think you'd kind of come up with
That
golf.
is exactly what it is. That is
Look at
exactly
these
what
idiots.
it
They
is.
keep coming back.
Keep
and
coming
going
back.
And you pump tons of money into
Yep.
it. And you still keep coming back.
And
because
you never
think
know.
maybe the next one will work. Yeah.
And like a terrible relationship, you're like, maybe this time it'll be better.
Surely I'm due.
Yeah, I'm due. Give me a sign.
That's
Bang.
like my golf game, actually. I've got just enough shots that are good enough to make me delusional enough to think I can get better.
There you go.
And it
It's
keeps
amazing.
me coming back.
And I know
Yeah.
golf content's boring for people that don't play golf, but it blows my mind that there would be people that can stand over the ball and go, I want it to go over there. And it does.
And it does.
No.
That would be, to me, the same as being a wizard. Like
Yeah.
able to change people into dogs or
You're a
something.
wizard,
Like,
Hamish.
to be able to have that power. That's Andy. Like Andy can be like,
Is he really good?
well, he's been playing. He has a stimulator at his house. And
At his house.
yeah, so he's
Right.
fully
In the
stimulated.
bedroom?
Like he'll often just come to work, eyes rolling in the back of his head, like overstimulated from golf. And no kids. Has been playing
Yeah.
since he's like,
Yeah.
15. So
He can have that hobby.
technically he should be the best in the world. Like he's
He-
had
yeah.
nothing standing in the way and a job that requires very little contact
Yeah.
hours. So he really has nothing standing
So he's
in the
actually
way.
not as good as he should be.
For
Sorry,
where he should
Andy.
be at, he's terrible. But in reality, he's a 4, if that means anything to anyone. So, yeah, he has that feeling.
Mm.
And whereas, when I stand over the ball, there's a thing where people talk about swing thoughts. Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to like just stand over or have like one clear thought or no thoughts and just like be in the rhythm. Until recently, I realized that quite a lot of the time my swing thoughts involve the word please. Like, stand over the ball,
Please
like,
go somewhere.
please.
You know, like
please.
stand over men and like
I wish you
what's
could
it called?
intimidate the
Underbelly.
ball.
Yeah, you're looking at it and you're going, you
Listen to me,
fucking
you
piece of
like,
shit. Come on.
little round cunt.
Yeah, you better fucking get in that hole.
God, it's better.
Like, you get in there.
Yeah, well, you go to the bushes. I spent $7 on you. Yeah,
Just for once,
go
please.
forward.
Do as I say.
She's a toughie. But anyway, I like the idea that by the end of the year we could play.
No, it'll be closer than that.
Okay,
Give me till June.
done.
I'll
yeah,
be
let's
ready
go and
to-
play in the depths of winter.
I'll be ready to go. Well, we'll probably both be sipping on Aperol somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Actually. Yeah, can't be late June. I'll be in Italy.
Yeah, I'll be in Greece. So all good. We'll figure that. Maybe we play a game.
That's fine. Let's go. We'll go north. We'll go play in Queensland.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right. Well, do you respond well to targets? Like, do you think you respond well to a lofty goal? Like, will this pressure you? Like, do you need to like put it out publicly and then you'll
Yes,
do it?
I'll get lessons as of start of April. I've got a busy March. Start of April.
Literally recording this on the 2nd of March, or the 3rd of March.
Yeah. So give
She's
me.
running up the whole of March. Can't make it
Okay,
once.
I could start. No, I could go to the driving. We could go to the driving range together.
Yep,
We could do that sometime in March,
that's good.
and then
Because I also think one thing I would go back and do differently is lessons is, it's like learning the piano.
yeah,
It's like, and in fact, I think it's very like learning the piano. You could, this is one area I haven't done this, but you could, if you were like, I want to learn the piano, I'll go and buy a grand piano. Like I'll buy the best piano you can. And then you'd be like, well, surely, I mean, I've got the best piano. Like it's obviously going to sound amazing. I
Yeah.
bought the best one. And then you could
get-
watch someone play like Beethoven, and you'd be like, all right, well, that's just, they've got hands and fingers and they're just pressing the right things at the right time. And I have hands and fingers. All I've got to do is press the right keys at the right time. So you could sit down and play Beethoven. Like, it's possible, I suppose. It would be improbable, but there's always a chance you could accidentally play a symphony.
That one that's like, oh, can you wash your father's face? Or can you wash it? Clean, clean, clean.
You could do like a Jeffrey Rush in Shine accidentally by sitting down, but it probably
won't happen.
Would be easy. It would be more productive to get lessons to someone to teach you what the keys are.
I think driving range, first step.
Yep.
Just go swing a few, hit a few.
Listen up.
Yeah. Tell that ball where it's fucking going.
Yep.
And then lessons. And then I think by April I'll be ready to play 9 holes.
Mate, I love this progression for you.
Yeah, write this down, Violet. She's written it down. Don't you let me forget.
I was like, this is not happening.
No, it is. I really enjoy it when I go.
Lou made some claims that will never come true in the next part of the podcast.
No, I do really enjoy it when I'm good at it. But then you stop doing it for a while, and then you're like, well, I'm back to square one.
Yeah, totally. All right, so that and tennis. Tennis is
tennis.
Are these both outfit driven? They're both the short skirt
slightly
sports.
Slightly. Well, there's a tennis court sort of near me. And I think it's quite a cool sport to be good at. And I want little prodigy children,
Again, shoulders keep me out of it, too much overhead.
Yeah.
But you want to play those kids, or you just get inspired by those kids that are really good?
No, when I have children, I want them to be like doing lots of good, sport, golf, ballet, tennis, maths, everything. At like
maths.
2.
Oh, maths.
Yeah, maths.
I want the kids we're going to run mini maths. Just 20-minute dinner parties, just so they can get used to it, so when they're older, it won't shock them.
The parents are like, do not invite them over to Louisa's house again. She's throwing maths
makes
parties.
them do maths.
Yeah. And you say what you really think of Brent.
My son came home with a neck tap.
No regrets. Do you watch any of those shows?
No, I don't watch a lot of free-to-air TV.
No.
But I enjoy the employment. I've always enjoyed making it.
I'm a real Lego Masters kind of girl.
Real, yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably
Can't
number
move
one.
in our house to Lego Masters.
And then, but I like...
The family never watches Lego Masters. I tried for the first few years. I didn't really even try. I was like, look, guys, you know that I'm doing this show. You've all been to set. It's going to be on. I'm not going to force it. I don't like watching myself. So I'm like, I'm not championing this. I'm just letting the family know. And this is the last you'll hear about it.
Give us one more viewing.
This is the last you'll hear about it. But if I think it's a good show. I've seen it in the edit. Like, I'm not going to sit down and watch it myself. But I think the kids, you could enjoy it. Just never took me up on the offer. One time we would travel. We were in Perth, and this was a couple of years ago. And we get to the hotel, and it's kind of like late at night. And we're like, all right, we're just going to wind down. And at first they were like, can we watch Netflix or like something, a cartoon or something? And then the TV didn't have access to any streaming.
You planned that.
And they were like, what? What is this? And then we're like, we're just going to have to watch what's on TV. They're like, what is that? We're like, well, this is how we did it, guys. You just got to watch what's on.
Like when you'd have to run to the toilet in the middle of the ad break in the movies.
Yeah, they tell you what's on.
Yeah.
And so we're going through it, and Lego Masters was on.
You're like, sorry, kids.
And the kids are like, Dad, that's you. This is pretty good. I was like, you know that this is my job. And so we watched it for a bit. And then there was a genuine because I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good. Well done. And this was like season 4 or 5 by this stage. And so she's like, good on you, honey. Like, well, this is great. I was like, oh, well, thanks.
Been doing it for a while.
Guys. And then the kids are like, I like this. I actually like this. And so I was like getting a bit of a reception. I was like, well, I have told you guys it's always there. But I mean, I know I'm competing against all the other selections.
Well, they're forced to watch it. They're like, oh, it's actually not bad.
And there was a part of me going, this is nice, actually. This is, you know what, I probably should have, your dad's on TV. Watch your dad. Maybe I should have encouraged this a bit more because I'm quite enjoying this feeling. And they seem hooked because they're talking about contestants and who's going to get out. Yeah. And so when we got back home, I was like, well, do you guys want to keep watching that season of Lego Masters we're watching? They're like, yeah, maybe.
Oh, well, we got Netflix back. Probably not.
Never happened again.
Nah.
Never came
we
back.
We saw one and they were like, that's it.
Yeah. We kind of saw half, but yeah. Yep.
Then everyone fell asleep.
Yeah. So
it was like one of those sleep podcasts. And then just
it was white noise.
Yeah.
They watch it for white noise. Yeah. So no, I don't watch tons of free to air.
No, I'm like a big thrillery kind of horror. No, not horror, thrillery.
I do see on Instagram but I never know the stuff you're watching where you're
Oh,
like,
really?
I'm hooked on this.
Yeah, like
What are you watching at the moment?
like His and Hers, seen that?
Who's that about?
All Her Fault. You haven't seen any of these? Love
Those
Story?
two are great.
Is that the Jackie Onassis?
Yeah.
Yep. Jackie, Carol, and Ken.
yeah.
We're watching that. At the moment.
Oh, what episode are you up to?
We're only just. I think we've only seen 3.
Oh, I'm up to 4. How
Yeah.
good is it?
It's pretty good.
It's very good.
It's pretty good. Daryl Hannah. She's the.
Who's that?
Well, Daryl. You know how JFK Jr. was going out with Daryl Hannah, like
Yeah.
the actress, like
yeah.
in the show.
Yeah, I
Are we
know
watching
that.
the same show?
Yeah, we are. But
Yeah. But you know how it's
obviously
like,
she's a real person. I forget that.
yeah, well, I mean, maybe because I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd have
she
no
was
idea.
a movie star.
Was she a big movie star?
Yeah, and a babe. But then in this show, she doesn't come across great. Yeah. Anyway, I thought, sorry, let's be honest. From the get-go, I was really struggling to get some air into that anecdote. As soon as you said, who's that? I'm like, she's a central character on the show that I thought we were both watching. And our chances of bonding over Daryl Hannah then I felt slipping away.
No,
Vital signs were gone from the minute I
She's
bought her
not
up.
a main character. Like,
No,
obviously
she's
she's
not,
the main
but I'm
character.
surprised that the way she's portrayed, she looks
Oh,
like
not
a complete,
great.
you know-
Complete different to how she actually is in real life.
Well, I don't know her in real life, but I never really thought about it till
See,
this.
my brain's just hooked on JFK Jr. and Carolyn.
Is he
He's gorgeous.
is he hot?
He's stunning,
I
and
think
she's
this is
stunning.
another show that Zoe's tricked me into watching. Like Drive to Survive, out of nowhere, she was like, "This is the greatest show on earth. I love
F1.
Formula One," and I'm like, it wasn't until season 2 that I was like, "Hang on a sec, are these guys hot?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, like
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz, yeah, he drives a fucking Ferrari, mate, and he's a babe."
Yeah, she's lured
I
you
was
in.
like, "Oh, I think I know what we're doing here."
Season 2, you figure it out.
And so
Yeah.
Zoe's like, we got to watch Love Story because it's in the 90s and like the
Yeah.
soundtrack and stuff. It's like it will be a real flashback. But I think we're just watching it because
He's gorgeous.
is he?
Like stunning. So is she as well. You know, she was brunette, blonde's her colour. I know you were thinking that, but I said it.
Yeah.
I know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't have the guts.
Yeah.
Didn't have the guts to say it.
She's gorgeous as a blonde.
Yeah, right. Who is she? Who's the actress?
Sarah something.
Okay.
And I don't know his name
Anyway,
either.
well, I mean, it's a fascinating story because you know what it's kind of like.
Mm.
It's sort of The Crown, really, but for
Never seen
America's
The
royal
Crown.
family. So it's this weird thing where they're kind
like
of
how she's like Princess Diana, but for America.
Yeah, and he's just, everyone just wants him to be the greatest thing. He's like kind of, the American version of a prince. And,
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, you're kind of just screwed because
Isn't
everyone's
it
watching.
sad the whole way that they all died?
Yeah.
Sorry if you haven't watched it.
Big move for me to go, I thought it was funny. Like, yes, it's sad.
Well, we haven't got to the end yet. We don't know how it's portrayed.
Yeah, well, we do know. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's public record.
but see, I didn't.
Spoiler alert, guys. Why haven't we heard about JFK Jr. lately? He really fell off the map, didn't he? He was huge in the 90s. What happened to that guy?
I was telling Lockie about it, my boyfriend, and I was like, yes, I'm watching Love Story, JFK Jr. And I was like, it's really sad because obviously I Googled it and they died. And he was like, yeah, I
It was
know.
news at the time.
Like he was like, that was a long time ago. And I was like, I didn't know about it until now.
Big spoiler.
Yeah.
Big spoiler.
Huge spoiler. It's like when I watched Game of Thrones about 7 years later and I kept being like, spoiler, everyone. Everyone's like,
Guys, there's 3 dragons. There's 3.
Yeah, everyone's like,
They hatched.
we watched that 7 years ago, Lou. God, I love that series.
Yeah,
You seen it?
Have I seen Game of
Yeah,
Thrones?
you better off.
Didn't hear about it. No, that was... It might have been the last full global obsession.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you know what I
Peaky
mean? Like-
Blinders?
I loved Peaky Blinders.
Same.
I mean, I've done it twice, but I
There's a
don't think
movie
that-
coming out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't
Do you reckon Stranger
think-
Things might have been
Not
close?
for me.
Season 1, maybe.
Yeah.
Never
I was
watched
surprised
it.
to find that Stranger Things is still going. I was
Yeah,
like,
we know.
aren't those kids like 30 now?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, that happens, I suppose. Like,
I would say Game of Thrones would be the biggest series ever.
yeah, it has to be. Like, because I remember we were actually away filming for the finale. Me and Andy were doing a
Of Game
travel
of
show
Thrones.
for Game of Thrones. Yeah.
You were in that?
We were in it, yeah. We turned up to set in suits
You
of
were the
armor.
dragon.
Going, come on, you can't have cast every role. There's so many people.
Give us something.
And we were in Canada, like we were in Calgary or something, like in Canada, and we found a bar thinking like, oh, I wonder if we can get them to put HBO on or something because we want to watch the finale. And we got there and it was like 500 people, some in outfits, and it was just, we were like, this is
ready to watch it.
I know it's not wild that Canada was into Game of Thrones as well, but we're like the whole world. That was like kind of the last time I think everyone was fully into a series.
Yeah. Well, I was 7 years late, but God, I loved it.
That's good. I mean, have you done the classics? Like, have you done Mad Men? Mm-mm. Oh, you got to do Mad Men.
I started Sopranos the other day.
Unbelievable. That
I
would be
love
top of my
Tony
list.
Soprano.
Yeah, well, don't Google him.
Oh, I know he's also.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but again.
No, I'm late to a lot of news. What? There was something else that I only figured out the other day.
You haven't seen Breaking Bad?
I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
That's
Absurd.
well, I mean, this is premium television. Like Sopranos, Breaking Bad, Mad
Tony
Men.
Soprano to me was because my dad's Italian. So Franco loved The Sopranos. So he like grew up on it and he'd always be like to me, you got to watch The Sopranos, you got to watch The Sopranos. And then I just started recently and I was like, this reminds me of home.
Does your dad do a lot of hunched over chatting while he's eating, like aggressive
Yeah,
pasta?
a lot of guns.
Like a lot of aggressive pasta
lot of
shoveling.
chains, you know.
Yeah, and then occasionally we'll beat a guy to death.
Yeah,
chained to a
yeah.
chair.
I thought, you know what? This is really Franco.
Dad, it's so funny. I mean, you're left hand, he's right hand, but it's really the same action where you're breaking a guy's face
It's a
for not
lot of
paying
similar
up.
things to Franco. No, Franco's like the sweetest angel in the world.
Are you a sucker for watching a show and then 3% of your character becoming part of the show? Like you start
More.
when we watched Mad Men, like I was like, I don't smoke, but God, I feel like just smoking and drinking martinis a lot during the day.
Yeah.
I drank a lot more whiskey when I was watching Mad Men.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just drink whiskey and watch it.
Yeah.
So you can just
Oh,
and I think I pointed more when I watched Sopranos. I would just point.
Yeah.
I think
I'm currently watching Landman. Have you seen that?
I'm sticking with it.
So I'm like, I think
Zoe's-
I'm like a Western like
Zoe's
gangster.
out. Yeah.
Oh, she's out.
She was like, I think we can do better than this. When there was the scene at the country club where the mum and the daughter are just getting hammered. There's quite a lot of gratuitous ass shots.
Yeah.
For the daughter, who is 28 in real life.
Yeah.
Because I was like, and she's 17 in the show.
Yeah.
So at first you're like, why are they showing me this?
Yeah.
Then when you Google it, you feel better, but you're also
She's
at the same time
28.
you're like, why are they showing us
Yeah.
this? This is a weird grey area.
Yeah.
But I mean, Billy Bob, he's
I love
untouchable.
him.
Untouchable.
And he is the bones of that bloody farm. Well, the oil mines.
Patch.
The patch.
Yeah.
Like
he's-
without him, they're fucked.
Yeah, just try telling John Hamm that.
Yeah.
But he's trying
You
to
know,
bring a bloody lawsuit down on him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is real deep for people that aren't
I
watching
know.
Landman. But one thing I like about Landman, and I never got into, the one thing I missed was like Yellowstone.
I didn't get into it either.
But everyone just kind of talks in like aphorisms where it's like,
Country.
where it's like, you know, drilling for oil is a lot like chasing a bull. Never know what you're going to get. And God help you if you get kicked. And just anything can just be like anything.
Yeah.
And
It
there's
is
a lot
so
of that.
much like that. Like half the episode is usually just a musical montage of everyone looking sad and going through the mountains.
Yeah.
And you just need a Billy Bob like running it, just grumbling
Yeah.
about stuff being 2 steps ahead.
And nothing ever phases him.
the other premium thing I give you is Fargo. Did you ever do Fargo?
Nah.
Oh my God, that's epic.
But
Billy
back
Bob
to
in
you
that is-
saying that I make like most things my personality for about 3 weeks. I watched The Test, the cricket,
Yep.
and I was like Pat Cummins was like a good mate of mine for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I
Cummo.
watched that. Sorry.
You and Cummo.
Yeah, me and Cummo, and I would talk about it on the podcast, I talk about it on the radio, and Jarch gets furious at me because he's like, you'll watch one thing or you'll do one thing, and he's like, it's your fucking personality. I'm like, yeah. So I'd be like, the cricket, and then what did I say? Why do the balls hit the, what's it called when the ball hits the
wicket.
stumps? Oh,
Well, I mean, in what context? Is it
Like-
a run out or are you getting...
when it hits when they go to swing for
I don't
it,
even really understand the question. I mean,
That should say
for
everything you
someone
need
that
to know.
likes cricket,
they hit it with their bat.
I do know that. Well, they hope to.
Yeah, and then
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
They miss it,
Yep.
and it hits the wicket.
You're bowled out.
Bowled out, but
Yep.
so it hits, and the thing goes flying, the stumps.
The stumps can,
Yeah.
less common this day and age. They're pretty tightly put into the ground, and then some of them got cameras in them. But the bales are the little ones.
Oh,
on
the
top.
little ones are called bales. Yeah, see?
This is fun. This is like this is.
I gave up on it after about a couple of weeks. But
Well,
I
this
loved
is sort
it.
of like me and like Zoe.
Yeah.
She played cricket for one season. She grew up in the country down Southern Highlands in New South Wales. They had a rule in their house because there's 8 kids.
8.
Yeah, and
She's
she was
one of 8.
the youngest. It was a bit of a Brady Bunch blended family, but
Yeah.
And she was doing, they didn't have much, they were pretty bit self-sufficient, bit like, they were in the country. And it was
Yeah.
like, listen, you've got one tracksuit for around the house. You've got another tracksuit if you need to go to someone else's house, like a fancy tracksuit. And like, that's it. There's your clothes.
The tracksuit bunch.
And you have, everyone can do like one activity. So she was doing taekwondo. And so she had a gi, like a little karate outfit.
Yeah.
So I think she was about 10. But then one of the kids that she liked or had a crush on or something, like Simon, he was playing cricket. She was like, well, I want to play cricket. I want to play cricket as well. I don't know if it was Simon, but some other kid. And they're like, well, we're not getting you there. Like, you have to get yourself there and get yourself back. And we're not buying any uniforms. And so she wore her taekwondo gi to cricket because it's cricket whites.
No, she didn't. Was everyone like, those are a bit oversized for cricket wise?
Did that kid just roundhouse the ball?
She doesn't have a bat. She's going, hey, yeah. Wha!
Oh my God, she just choked out the square leg umpire. So that's one of my favourite moments.
That is so good.
I cannot believe this doesn't exist. And because the reason it made me think of it, I was like trying to kind of like stifle my laughter as I heard this story for the first time. And I was like, were you a batswoman? Were you a bowler? She was like, bowler. I was like, oh, okay. Well, man, I don't know. And I was like, what did you bowl? Thinking, and you'd know this, like if you asked a bowler that question, that would be like, you're a fast bowler, you're a spin bowler. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what'd you bowl? And she was like, overarm. Like,
underarm.
Which gives you a clue as to the skill level of the team, that there was a real fork in the road at that age. Like, you're going to pursue this and go overarm, or you're going to stick with your underarms?
Oh,
so I love her for her courage to be an overarm bowler.
Yeah. Apparently.
That's something you could ask Paddy when you meet him. Like,
yeah.
You still doing overarms?
Are we going to get...
You go overarm, don't you?
There you go, overarm when you Paddy.
Honestly, if he came on the podcast, he'd be like, what the fuck is this girl asking me? And there was another scene where, what was his name? Mitch someone.
Stark?
Maybe.
Or Marsh.
Marsh.
Yeah.
And he was crying and he had this moment with his father, I think.
Yep,
and
Jeff Marsh.
Yep, and that really got me.
A great. Yeah, one of the greats.
That got me really teary.
I haven't seen, I'm saying all this, but I haven't
seen it?
I have not seen it. But
there's
that
one for your
powerful.
list. Well, you got too many hobbies. You won't have time to watch that.
And that's the thing. I've got a triage show. I can only really watch stuff that Zoe and I are watching together. It's just not enough time. Because now as a family, what we're doing, over this last summer, like, so our kids are 11 and 8.
Yeah.
And anyone with kids of that kind of age, like, single digits, but high single digits, you still can get them to bed at like 8.
Really?
And then mum and dad can go and watch TV.
Till
and
10.
Like over summer, it just started creeping, and we started watching shows as a family, which I was loving.
Yeah.
Like, this is so fun. And they seem to have a real penchant for reality shows, not Lego Masters.
Sadly not.
Don't get that excited.
What are you watching? Real Housewives together?
Traders.
Oh, I've seen that all over online.
UK Celebrity Traders was the
this
first
the one with Maura and Rob? Maura Higgins and Rob Kresh or something?
I don't think it was that one, but it was like Alan Carr, like Jonathan Ross is in it, Stephen Fry. This was like the UK one.
Okay.
But then now we're onto like regular traders, but the UK version is great just because the accents kind of make it funnier.
I guess you'd feel quite traded at the end. Is that a word? To know that someone's been your best friend during this whole thing.
Yeah, that's the show. Yeah, you'd feel betrayed by a betrayer.
Yeah, that's
Who does
exactly
the
what it
betraying.
is.
We'd like to lock in betrayed as else we'd like to solve. But
because it's like you're technically just a big liar.
Brutal. And it really rocks people's worlds too, because it's also a rigged game for anyone that, so the idea is, if you haven't seen it, like there's like 20 people in this mansion, 2 or 3 of them become traders and don't tell anyone. And at night, they kind of gather together and they go, all right, we're going to murder someone. We're going to murder Jeff, and then he doesn't come down for breakfast in the morning. And then at night, everyone has to gather around the table and go, who do we think are the traitors? And they vote someone out. But if it's a faithful who's not a traitor, then you've like killed another good person. And you're kind of whittling it down to the end. And if there's any traitors left at the end, they win like the money. They take it all. They take
I watched one on TikTok, and it must have been the US one, but she goes, I'm a faithful, and he goes, I'm a traitor, and her face was like, no.
That's the end.
They've been like best friends the whole thing.
No, it is brutal. But it's rigged too, because you can't go off anything. You basically just have to be like, I don't know, man, you're just acting dodgy. And there's just nothing. There's no
the way
evidence.
you ate that peanut butter toast,
unless
there was
they
something
actually
off.
accidentally say, I'm a traitor. I'm a faithful. Like unless you actually
Yeah.
catch someone, it seems like a tough game. Anyway, kids are so into it, and it's weird because it's like their first introduction to deception, really, or like watching adults bold-faced lie to each other.
Yes.
And yeah, I reckon I think it's like I see my daughter who's 8. She's just like, oh my God, like she's. I don't know if I should be showing it to her because she is already
low-key loving
really
it.
smart at like manipulation, and we are showing her some of the best. We're accidentally like schooling her in manipulation.
You know, they go, "What do you want to be when you're older?" She's like, "A trader."
Big time trader. No, not on the show, just in real
Real
life. Yeah, several families,
Yeah.
Swiss accounts, real big trader.
A lot overseas. Moving to the Bahamas.
Mate, it's full on. But it is very cute when you're driving around in the car and you just hear the voice pipe up from the back seat, apropos of like nothing, like you're just driving to the supermarket and she'll be like, God, Joe has got to get more people on his side at the round table. I mean, he's
so
right, but he
cute.
loses his confidence in the round table. I'd be like, yeah, that is a very astute.
Oh, that's
take.
really nice being able to watch it together.
It's the best.
though.
And then Survivor as well, US Survivor. We're going back
Yes.
through classic seasons.
That's a good one for families.
It's awesome.
Because there's nothing really.
It's awesome. It's just very funny to
deceiving
have your
about
kids
that.
now know the phrase like, he's putting a target on his back. Like there's a lot of chat about who's got a target on their back in our house.
I like it. Thanks for listening, guys. Short Patreon just with me, and we'll be back to normal next week. I think right now I'm currently in Melbourne, so this week has been a big old fuck around. Love you guys, but hey, that's just life, and you know what they say. Live it and breathe and love for Lego.
Thank you for watching, and as always, keep pissing.